Tonight at 8 o'clock, live from Rockingham inside Winston Cup Racing, with highlights and driver interviews from the ACDelco 200 and 500. Now we're inside 10 laps to go. I'll show you the way they're running. So at 10 laps to go, they'll take the restart, and it will be a single file restart. The 9 make that now 8 cars that are on the lead lap will line up first. Everyone else will be behind them single file.
Mike, it was a bunch of the guys in our group that we asked who was going to win this race, and when Earnhardt got 4 fresh tires with just a few laps to go, we seen the 1 car was not the dominant car in a quick run. So about half of them said, could we change our pick right now? No, Randy, you have to stay where you're at.
About half of them, no, Randy. Okay. Earnhardt's the leader. He was first off pit road on the caution. Rick Mast is trying to give Carter Richard Jackson his 2nd career victory. Talladega 1988, Bill Parsons gave him his first.
You know, if they had about 30 laps to go, he might could do it, but I feel like Buddy now. Since Earnhardt's got the 4 fresh tires on it, and Rick Mast seemed like he don't get to running good till about 10 or 15 laps, so the race will be over with then.
One thing about it, when the green comes out, we're going to find out, because Rick Mast is hungry for a win.
9 laps to go, green flag. Earnhardt got a good jump on the restart. Trouble on Mast. Morgan Shepherd's all over him going into 1. As he had to check up, Terry Labonte goes high. Shepherd fends him off.
Earnhardt's car is the best I've ever seen on this.
Rick Mast, when he showered down on it, the back end jumped out on it. He actually spun the rear tires.
And as he comes around and goes past the scoring stand, Dale Earnhardt is the 1994 Winston Cup champion.
Awesome. Wow.
He wants to win it all today, not just the title, race, match, set.
Well, it's not over yet, guys. That 1 car is really running well right now, but closing in on Dale Earnhardt with 10 laps to go, that's almost an impossible task.
Ricky Rudd underneath Terry Labonte. Rudd coming back.
Excuse me. You see Morgan Shepherd there. He's moved back into contention, too. He's pulling down on Mast just a little bit. So the first 3 cars, and then we have this great battle just behind them.
Well, we raced 490 miles to get this 9-lap shootout. And Mast is closing down on Earnhardt. Does he have enough time?
Quick lap to go.
No, you don't have enough time.
I think he does. I'm telling you, he's coming on. He's coming like bad news right now.
He has enough to catch him, but he don't have enough time to face him.
Well, one thing about it.
There'll be humble pie served when the race is over.
We can say what we want to. The end result will be done on the racetrack and not from up here, because Rick Mast is doing everything he can. 5
laps to go. There are the championship hats being passed out in the Earnhardt pit. But their mind and their attention's on the racetrack. This is not over. Rick Mast is within 3 car lengths.
Oh, boy. What a way to win a championship if he closes out by winning the race itself. But right now, he's got his hands full with Mast.
2 car lengths. Mast is really strong off turn 4. Really closes down on Earnhardt there. Back straightaway, still 2 car lengths the distance. They run past Michael Walton. Now here, last lap is where Mast gained a lot of ground right here, closed right up.
He's running a little bit higher line, giving him a lot of straightaway speed off turn 4 there. Look at this front. You think they worry about a title right now? They want their driver to win his first race. That was Rick Mast's group there.
Still 2 laps, or 2 car lengths rather. 3 laps to go.
Rick has just a little bit of push getting in the corner, which may be the undoing of the car. That's why he runs so well later on.
Yeah, if they had about 10 more laps to go, Rick might could do something with it.
2 to go. Moving past Todd Bodine. Shepherd in 3rd, Rudd in 4th, Labonte in 5th, Mark Martin in 6th, Bill Elliott, Dick Trickle. Earnhardt gains a car length.
Just as they enter the corner there, he just cannot stay down like Earnhardt. White flag.
He's tough.
Boy. No matter who wins, I'm telling you, that's the drive of the year right there by Rick Mast to come back from such a wreck and to pull down on Dale Earnhardt like he's doing right now. Now that's Earnhardt's play right there. He does that.
Here comes Mast right to the bumper, slides it sideways, and Earnhardt holds him off to win the race and knock down his 7th Winston Cup championship.
David Pearson, he's got a little bit of you in him. He slowed up just to make that look exciting. I guarantee you.
He might have. But old David Pearson never would have done it. I've been scared he'd pass me.
He nearly did. Andy Petrie winning crew chief. Make that champion crew chief. And Earnhardt gives the crowd a big wave.
Man, oh man.
Rick Mast is 2nd. Morgan Shepherd is 3rd. Ricky Rudd is 4th. Terry Labonte 5th. Mark Martin. Bill Elliott. Dick Trickle all on the lead lap. 1 lap down in 9th. Ward Burton and 10th. Lake Speed.
You see that group on the wall there? We are worthy. All right.
And they are. That's a #1 team right there.
You know one thing, though, you can bet that 3 car will be in Phoenix just as tough as it is today, too.
Let's meet the championship car owner. Here's Glenn.
Well, first of all, congratulations, Richard Childress, on a great day, a win and the championship.
Yeah, you know, not a better way to end it for this Good Wrench Racing team. You know, I'd just like to thank everyone that supported us all year and everything. And it's just been a great year, and Dale done a super job. He got after it as hard as he had to at the end. And, you know, I just want to thank everybody that supported us through the years. It just feels great.
Congratulations again. Dale Earnhardt's climb started to the top when he started racing for that man.
63 victories in Winston Cup racing. Some came for Bud Moore. Some came for Rod Osterlund. Most of them came for Richard Childress. It ended a 19-race winless streak. Earnhardt was last in victory lane at Talladega in May in the Winston 500. He is 6th on the all-time victory list with this 63rd career win. And he leads Rusty Wallace with 2 races to go by 448 points, an insurmountable margin. I think I'll stay around for a few minutes and talk to reporters today. I think so.
There's a new deal. The crew's throwing their gloves up into the stands. Pretty much like tennis there.
He won the battle today and the war. Dale Earnhardt. I'm sure you'll see him at Phoenix and Atlanta. But he'll be celebrating the championship, not chasing. 1 wheel mark on the side.
There's Ernie Irvin's crew out there.
Yep, they chased him hard for the championship. Now Earnhardt rolls to a stop at the center of pit road. And before they put him in the back of that convertible to parade him around the track to the attention of the fans, Glenn Jarrett will have a word with the new Winston Cup champion.
Well, he's still sitting in the car right now, Mike, collecting himself and putting on that championship hat, being congratulated by crew chief Andy Petrie. Clinching the title here, 7th on tee and in. Dale Earnhardt, what a way to win it all.
It's unbelievable that we did it here at Rockingham, but I got to hand it to all the guys, and I tell you, I got to dedicate this to Neil Bonnet. He's been in my heart ever since we lost him, and he's really been close to us. And his family has suffered so much. I hope the best for them, Susan and everybody. But this is for Neil. I reckon I have to give Ernie credit some too. Ernie worked awful hard for what he had, and was having a good time racing him. But it's been fortunate. It's great to have him back. But hey, it's great to win.
Dale, one more question. You had an awesome car all day. You worked on it, corrected the chassis, made adjustments on it all day. Was it hard for you to hold yourself in, knowing you had a car capable of winning a race, but knowing the title was on the line too?
Well, we was trying to be careful. You know, we started 20th, and the guys did a good job in the pits. Worked hard they worked hard every race we've been to. So it's just, I can't say enough about this Jim Goodwrench crew and all the folks with Jim Goodwrench and Chevrolet. You know, my family, Taylor and Kelly and Dale Jr. and Kerry and everybody back home, my mom, everybody does such a great job of supporting you all the time. And you win the race and get all the credit and get all the glory, but there's a lot of people behind me and a lot of people behind these guys that work on this race car and win this championship. Richard Childers, he's done a super job controlling them, keeping them under control, keeping them things to work with, and the best cars to race for me. It's unbelievable that we won 7, Glenn. I mean, it's just, it's amazing that we could do it. I thought nobody'd ever tie Richard Petty or catch Richard Petty's record as championships, but, you know, he's still the king. We're 7-time champion now.
I imagine you'll be back next year trying for number 8.
Why not? we're gonna be around for hopefully a long while yet, and you know, this old race car keeps running good year after year, and the guys are doing a great job. And like I said before, Teresa and everybody, we're all happy. We just can't believe it.
We're hearing rumors. We've had some call-ins on the show today saying that you were going to go to IndyCar racing. Any truth to that?
No, I think Kyle had it said it best. I think he said we were going to go take a couple years off and go into space, go down to the space center and go in the space program, go to the moon or something. I don't know.
All right, he's got the moon and the stars and everything in the heavens right now. Congratulations, Dale Earnhardt, clinching his 7th Winston Cup championship here on T.
Earnhardt has a 448-point lead. Mark Martin and Kenny Schrader. Well, Mark picked up a lot of points after Schrader lost that drive shaft. In fact, Ricky Rudd is closing in on Schrader in 4th place in the point standings. Morgan Shepherd still 6th. Terry Labonte drops to 7th. Bill Elliott 8th. Jeff Gordon drops to 9th, and Darrell Waltrip falls from 9th to 10th. Then it's Michael Waltrip, Lake Speed, and all these positions are important as we go through the top 20 because the Winston Cup point fund pays all the way back through 25th place. And going into this race, there were 7 drivers within 100 points from 24th back to 30th. First time Earnhardt's led the most laps since Bristol in April. 26 lead changes among 12 drivers. What are we going to see next week?
Oh, boy, I tell you what, even though the championship's over with, there's a lot of people that want to make a statement before the end of the year how good their team is. And like you said, there's so many positions to be made in the national point standings. 1st and 2nd's real important, but 3rd's important, 4th's important, 5th's very important. So I can't wait till next week. I'm looking forward to Phoenix.
That's what you'll see next weekend, next Sunday here live on TNN. David, Phoenix is a flat mile, and that's fun racing.
It is. I've run there once before, and I really enjoyed running at Phoenix. But it's like Buddy said earlier, you're going to see a lot of real close racing there, and especially for the championship. I mean, not the championship, but the points.
There's Earnhardt decorations all around the racetrack today. Next, the Professional Bull Riders Championship live from Las Vegas, Nevada. Next weekend, TNN racing again with the Winston Cup on Sunday. And don't forget winter heat all winter long. For Randy Pemberton, Glenn Jarrett, Buddy Baker, and David Pearson,